Let's look at the Handshake notifications and settings and learn how they can help you in your job search. In the upper right-hand corner, if you click on your profile picture, first option you're going to see is notification preferences. You want to make sure that your alerts and notifications are set up so that the technology works for you and helps you stay up to date with the ever-changing world of the job search. Now, companies can often post events and jobs for a very short amount of time, and it's often a big advantage if you're one of the first applicants. And by using the Handshake notifications correctly, you can stay on top of new events and employers and job postings and all this other great information. And you can stay on top of that and be the first one to know about it. And this section here will allow you to turn on your email notifications, your web notifications, and then any push notifications to the mobile app if you have that, which we highly recommend you download. In the job search section, you can actually set up email alerts for certain keywords, and we'll talk about that here in the other video entitled How to Search for Jobs and Internships. So make sure you go through here and ensure that the notifications and emails, preferences, everything is set up so that you are staying on top of the latest and greatest that's happening here on the UTD campus in Handshake and as far as employers go. In the other section here, in the settings section, this will allow you to change around a little bit of your account information. But more importantly, in the privacy section, you can set it to community, employers, or private. Now, the great thing about Handshake is that it is a community tool, but it doesn't share private information about you. So my recommendation is to set it up to the community privacy setting. That will allow you to be found by employers, students, and alumni across all Handshake university partners. Now, there is private information in your profile that's not going to be shared with other students and alumni. However, if you apply to certain jobs, there will be information that's shared with the employers, such as your resume and your GPA. So there's a big advantage of having your privacy set up to the community setting. It also lets you take full advantage of Handshake virtual career fairs, which sometimes pop up through the events section, which we talk about in another video. But in order to take advantage of that, you really need to have it set on community setting. The next setting down here is the work authorization. So it's going to have you answer 2 questions here. You can choose to answer these questions now, or they're going to pop up when you apply for jobs. If you answer them now, then they're not going to apply. They're not going to pop up later when you are going through applications. Now, you do have the option to click on prefer not to answer these questions. However, it doesn't completely give you an advantage when you are submitting applications. The way Handshake is set up is that employers have a lot of control over their preferences when they're posting events and job applications and other things. And so when employers set up a specific work authorization requirement, you can either answer it here or you can choose to not answer these questions. Regardless, though, if you don't meet the qualifications, the employer will know that. They won't necessarily know what your work authorization is, but they will know that you don't meet the work authorization requirements. So these are required in order to keep moving forward through the application process. If you have questions about this and you are an F1 student or a student that will require sponsorship now or in the future, you can always stop into the Career Management Center or you can work with the ISSO on that.